What is up, you guys? Ryan Brewer back here, the host of Michael Myers Reacts, and I know I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks, and I haven't talked about Halloween in a while, and there has been a lot of Halloween Ends updates. I'm very late on this stuff, but I wanted to get on here and talk about what we know so far. So the first thing I want to talk about is the most obvious thing that I think every Halloween fan already knows, and Halloween Ends has wrapped production. The film is completely done, not counting reshoots and of course editing. The film isn't actually complete, but they are done filming. And I want to read something on Wikipedia here. Yes, Wikipedia, I don't know how accurate this really is, but apparently, according to Wikipedia, filming started on January 19th, 2022 in Savannah, Georgia, of course, under the working title Cave Dweller. We already knew that. We've already discussed that. Jamie Lee Curtis, began filming her scenes on January 25th and wrapped on February 22nd. So she was on set less than a month, so, that leads me to believe that, she's definitely probably going to die in this movie. As most of you know, in the original ending for 2018, she was going to die anyways. I think we're going to get that in Halloween Ends. It's not going to be the same way, but she's most likely going to die in this movie. And according to Wikipedia, filming concluded on March 9th, 2022, almost 2 weeks from the time of me filming this podcast, so it's all done. It's all said and done. I don't know if there's going to be reshoots or anything. I'm not sure when a test screening is going to be. I'm not sure when any of this is going to happen, but this makes me excited. I'm glad that the film is done. It's kind of sad, you don't really want this trilogy to end because it's been a great trilogy. I do think that David Gordon Green has done very well with the character of Michael Myers and with his story, even though, not everything that he has done has been perfect, but I've had a blast with this trilogy, and it's done. There's no more filming right now unless there's reshoots, but overall the trilogy is pretty much completed. Again, they got to go through editing, add the music in. There's still a lot of work to do with Halloween Ends, but for the most part, it's done. A lot of work to do. I mean, a lot of work to be done. So not only has production wrapped for Halloween Ends, it also makes me excited because we are not far away from some footage from this movie. I believe we're going to be getting the trailer in June or July. I think we're going to get it in July at the latest. I'm thinking we're going to get it in June. I don't know for sure. I'm just kind of taking a guess here. But at the latest, we're going to see it in probably like late July. So we're really not that far off from seeing Halloween Ends footage. So that makes me excited. That makes, I'm sure, every Halloween fan excited. We really want to see footage from this movie. I'm really excited for this one. I think I'm more excited for Halloween Ends than what I was for Halloween Kills because, this one's going to be more story-driven, and I like that. That's what I want. Kills was fun. It was a blast. It was the glue that's putting this whole thing together. It was just a movie to have fun with, and if that's what they were going for, and it absolutely worked. Halloween Ends, I'm ready to see it conclude. I'm ready to have a more story-heavy Halloween movie. So this next piece of news I want to talk about is with James Jude Courtney. Apparently, James Jude Courtney has confirmed that he is no longer playing Michael Myers after Halloween Ends. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's a rumor, but I believe James Jude Courtney himself has confirmed that he's no longer playing Michael Myers after Halloween Ends, which is really sad because let's be honest here, Halloween Ends is not wrapping up this franchise. There's going to be more movies after this. Which, that's a whole nother topic for a different podcast, but it's sad because James Jude Courtney is definitely one of the best actors to play Michael Myers, but, he gave us 3 movies. He's played Myers more than anybody, so I'm okay with it. It is kind of sad, though, because James Jude Courtney is just so great as Michael Myers, and James Jude Courtney, I know you're probably not watching this, but thank you for a great performance. You really killed it as Michael Myers. And speaking of Michael Myers, I want to talk about a rumor that has been going around lately about the Michael Myers mask for Halloween Ends. Now, we have not seen any images or any footage of Michael Myers from Halloween Ends, but there is a rumor going around that Michael Myers' mask is going to have some sort of like stitching or some sort of like sewing on the side of his mask, something like that. Because of, the mask kind of falling apart, because you guys got to remember that Halloween Ends is taking, why did I say ends like that? Halloween Ends is taking place 4 years after Halloween Kills, so, the mask would be falling apart if he doesn't get a new mask in this movie, so maybe we'll see the mask, like, sewed up or whatever on the side, but that is a rumor that has been going around lately. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, like a sewed-up Michael Myers mask would be something different, but I kind of hope that Michael gets a new mask completely in this movie. But then again, I kind of don't because, you know, he got the original mask back in the 2018 film, and of course that goes on to Halloween Kills because it's the same night. I would kind of like him to keep the same, you know, original mask, but at the same time, I kind of want him to get a new mask. I don't know. You know, 4 years later still doesn't sit right with me. I'm not sure how they're going to pull that off with Michael Myers when it comes to story and the mask, but if the mask is sewed up, I hope it looks cool. I don't know. I'm excited for the big reveal. I mean, we'll get probably an image soon of that, maybe even a poster. I'm not sure. I believe we'll get some images of Michael Myers before the trailer actually comes out. We're probably like a month or two away from seeing at least some sort of photo from the movie, so I hope we get to see the mask soon, but I'm very interested in seeing what they do with Michael's mask. Another thing I want to talk about on this podcast is a billboard photo that we saw on set of Halloween Ends with a lady named Megan Baxter, I think was her name, who went missing on October 31st of 2021, I think. So that is, you know, present day. And I think this is going to play with the cave dweller stuff. You guys know how I'm worried about that. Like, I don't want Michael to be in a cave for 4 years. I don't want Michael to be living in a cave. That's too close to, like, the hermit thing in Halloween 5. I think that this Megan, I believe her name's Megan, I could be saying that wrong, but I believe that they're going to find her body down there, and there's going to be this huge investigation in this cave. Where is a cave at in Haddonfield? I have no clue, but I believe the cave has something to do with her. I could be completely wrong. I'm just going off the top here. I'm thinking of things. I don't really think they're going to have Michael living in a cave for 4 years. If they do, I'm going to be very disappointed, to be honest. But I believe this cave is going to have something to do with this Megan chick. I believe that they're probably going to find her body in that cave. Actually, I lied to you guys. That would be a year before the events of Halloween Ends in 2022, because that takes place in present day. So this Megan chick will be missing for nearly a year. I believe they're going to find her in that cave. I feel like there's going to be something to do with that cave and her. I don't know, maybe Michael has something to do with it, but I don't think he's been living in a cave for 4 years. I'm interested in seeing, you know, what they're going to do with the whole cave thing and this Megan chick, because, you know, she's a new character. We don't know who she is. She's definitely a new character who's going to have something to do with Halloween Ends. The next thing I want to talk about is something I've been seeing on Instagram with the Halloween community. Everyone has been asking if, you know, if we think as a community, do we think there's going to be a flashback in Halloween Ends? And honestly, I think we will see a flashback in Halloween Ends. Everyone knows we got one in Halloween Kills. Took us back to 1978. But I think this time it's not going to take us back to 1978. I think we're going to see a lot of flashbacks of what happened in between those 4 years, between 2018 to 2022. I think we're going to see what Michael's been doing. I think maybe something with that Megan chick. I don't know. But I think we're going to see some sort of flashback, but it's not going to be back to 1978. I think it's going to be in between time, because they're probably going to talk about things in this new movie, and they're going to have to kind of explain it or answer things a little bit. So I think we might get a flashback. I don't think it'll be anything huge, though, like Halloween Kills. You know, Halloween Kills had a huge flashback sequence. I don't think we're going to see that in Ends. I think we'll see little things here and there that happened in between time from 2018 to 2022. But I really think that's all we're going to see with flashbacks. So that is all the updates that I really want to talk about with Halloween Ends. I do have a predictions podcast. I'll leave that in the description down below if you guys want to check that out and hear my predictions for Halloween Ends. But overall, some really exciting news. I am glad that the film is done. I hope editing goes well. I hope they don't have to do reshoots. I hope the test screening does well when that happens. And I can't wait to see some images from this movie. I can't wait for the trailer. It's all really exciting. I'm really glad that we're getting Halloween Ends this year. For the most part, I don't think anything's going to happen. We're most likely going to get that movie this year, and I'm excited for it. It's really, really good stuff. I also do want to apologize for the lack of content recently. I've had a lot going on, and now I'm back. I'm going to try to do videos more, some podcasts. I have some audio commentaries on the way. I plan on doing Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, so if you're into audio commentaries, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely stick around because those are coming very soon. If you're new to my channel and you're a Michael Myers fan and a Halloween fan, hit that subscribe button because this is the place for you. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video.